Kevin?
Xeon.
Kevin?
Xeon.
Did you see the news?
I mean, look, you know me. I lean towards being skeptical.
Uh-huh.
I need to, I think there's some important things to keep in mind.
Okay, uh-huh.
But yes, I did see.
Pardon me if I seem a little bit frazzled while I make this video. There's a big rumor going around right now that Yuji Horii, one of the creators of Chrono Trigger, just let it slip that a Chrono Trigger remake is officially happening. I first read about this over on Push Square, our sister site, where my colleague Robert wrote about it. Alana's also covered this on NintendoLife.com if you want to go check out more. So here's the story. So currently there's a comic book convention happening in Italy right now. And there, the man most famous for creating Dragon Quest, he also worked on Chrono Trigger, Yuji Horii, is there giving an interview. And during this interview, allegedly, by many sources online now that were at the interview, he accidentally let it slip that a Chrono Trigger remake is being made, is in production. A user on the Chrono Trigger subreddit by the name of DF_Tarako1 said, Yuji Horii confirms Chrono Trigger remake at Comic-Con. The father of Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger let this information slip during an interview and the audience went crazy. So he actually shared a picture here as well, which we'll link to in the description down below. Another user on the Dragon Quest subreddit that goes by the name The Fishy One confirmed that they were also in attendance. He said something along those lines, and then the interviewer said, wait, if that's true, this is big. The translator asked for a confirmation to Horii, who presumably understood that he shouldn't have said that, and the translator commented, you have heard nothing. There are other people on Reset Era on Twitter that are also confirming that this actually did happen. Now, of course, this is all just a rumor right now. This could be just some crazy big story, a big hoax. You know, you do have to take this with a bit of an understanding that we, at the time of recording this video, we don't have confirmation from Square Enix, nothing, and it's all still considered a rumor. But if this is true, it's almost so fitting that Horii-san would be the one to actually, I don't want to say leak, like share this information with the fans. Someone like Akira Toriyama, who unfortunately passed away recently, or even Hironobu Sakaguchi, the other co-creator of Chrono Trigger, Takashi Tokita, who worked on Live Alive. It'd be so special to have so many of these original developers around to kind of spread the word that Chrono Trigger is finally being remade after 30 years. If you weren't aware, Chrono Trigger just celebrated its 30th anniversary in March of this year. And Square Enix came out and said that they have a lot of things in the works to celebrate Chrono Trigger, finally. We've never really gotten a full from the ground up remake. We got the DS version of the game, which added some extra content and some quality of life improvements. We had the Steam version, which had a pretty bumpy road on launch, but it's been smoothed out quite a bit now. Those pixels have been chiseled back out, but Chrono Trigger is one of those games that fans have wanted a full remake of for years. I remember back in the day, so Chrono Trigger originally released in 1995. This must have been 2001, 2002, something. Let me go check even. I swear that I remember reading about a Chrono Trigger remake that was being in the works by some fans. I remember reading about this back in a magazine back in the day. Chrono Resurrection is what it was called. And it looks like this was originally supposed to be released back in 2004 or 2005. It was shut down, I'm assuming by, Square Enix issued a cease and desist. So that was 20 years ago. And sure, Square Enix, they issued that cease and desist and then never did anything with Chrono Trigger beyond that as far as like a full remake goes. So fans have been clamoring for this for years. Normally, we don't like to cover rumors on our channel just because we don't want to get all of your hopes up. It's fun to speculate here and there about things, but we don't want someone to see a thumbnail about something and take that as gospel and then run, around the world and share that. But this seems all too real, all too serious. Of course, I'm happy to eat these words. I hope we're not wrong about this, but my gosh, how does this make you feel? What form do you want this remake to take? Do you want it to be 3D, kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake, or even like Trials of Mana? Would you like to see something like that? Or would you prefer the HD 2D route? Do you want some options? What if they pull the Dragon Quest 11 route and they make the game fully playable in 2D, but also in 3D? What way would you be most interested in playing a Chrono Trigger remake? Do you want more additional content? Do you want the story to stay exactly the same? No changes? What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Let us know if you think this is real and how bummed you are that you weren't at this interview. Gosh, I can't wait for some video to come out of this so we can truly see how Hori-san reacted. I also love that apparently his translator whispered in his ear once Hori-san said something about Chrono Trigger, and then Hori covered his mouth and then like made like a guilty look, like he wasn't supposed to say that. And apparently the audience just absolutely freaked out. So if you were, gosh, if you were there, please let us know. I look forward to seeing more videos of this, but let us know if you think this is real. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, then why don't you accidentally tell that subscribe button all about a Chrono Trigger remake. Check and see if you're subscribed. Turns out a good percentage of you aren't, and that's okay, but it's worth checking. And then ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we put up new videos like this. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Zion from Nintendo Life. Stay safe out there, and we will see you all next time. Hopefully with some Chrono Trigger remake news.